Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come out of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott taking it in. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
And it spins away. Spinning again. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
That's another Colts 1st.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something...
And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So, fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Hurts. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up.
One play at a time. Here we go.
Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Flush to his right.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
That makes the score.
So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Colts.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that... lead to a knockout.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Dallas.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a first. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. There he goes left side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Colts.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen for Clement. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Eagles
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make a move.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Scott. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Taking it about the 16. Pretty move. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
And now this will be the final. Play of the half is with no time remaining. They'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fields this way up, and he loses the football a second time.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Colts.
And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
The end result, 21 yards toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he loses the football a second time.
Saquon Barkley on the
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. Fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in